Okay, so what we're talking about today is the Garmin Varia Radar. Now the Garmin Varia Radar is this basically thing here, right here, hang on. There it is there. Now this is the RTL510. This one here is the upgrade to the RTL500. Now what does this offer? It offers a much more powerful light. The RTL500 was a bit dim in reality. It was okay at night time and it worked really well, but if you wanted to use it as a only light, it probably was a little bit lacking, especially in daylight or when it was just overcast, a bit dark. It just really wasn't bright enough. So Garmin obviously addressed this, and what they did is they made a brighter light with more settings on it. Here we have the RTL510 and the RTL500 head unit. With just one push and hold it to start the unit, and you have a solid light. Now we're starting the head unit, and you can see that it boots up and it confirms a blue light that the Bluetooth's working, and the green light indicates that there is no traffic behind. Click it once and then you go to the pulsating mode. Click it again and you go to the flashing mode. The Garmin Varia Radar RTL510 comes with only one button on it, and it also has like a little rubber flap for your micro USB to go into charge, and that's it right there. And the button is at the top, which is right there. In the box we have the light, the instructions, a power lead, the mount, and two rubber grommets which fit into the mount and are of different shapes, one for an aero seat post and one for a round seat post. And then we have two lackeys which fit different diameter seat posts. The unit has exactly the same Garmin mount as the old RTL device, the RTL500, so it clips on, so if you've had the old one, this just fits on straight away. Now, it is a bit expensive just for this unit. It's a new unit, it's been out about 12 months now, and it is a bit pricey. If you were just basically wanted to upgrade, I probably wouldn't recommend it unless something went wrong with your old one. But the battery life is definitely longer with these. They're claiming pretty much another 30 to 40% extra. I haven't tried that yet, I haven't ridden that long with it on already, but that is obviously another pro, because people did complain about that, and mine did actually the battery was starting to deteriorate because I used it so much. Now the head unit, which I use with it because I've got a Wahoo, so I can't integrate it with my Garmin unit because I've got a Wahoo unit and Wahoo don't support that type of interface. It basically paired instantly with it. I actually just tried it in the shop to see if it worked. We stuck it on the bench within 10 seconds, it paired, we just switched them on, and it just worked perfectly. So for that side of it, the pairing is like exactly the same as the old one, and it pairs up very, very quickly, and you're away. I took it outside the front of the shop, a couple of cars went past, picked it up perfectly. So that all works great. I will have to say this particular unit that Garmin make really works well. It's an incredibly good unit. It picks up the 5 cars that come from the back. Basically the only con I've got is the price. It's pretty hefty, but apart from that, if you're buying a radar to pick up cars coming from behind, these things work fantastic. I mean, I've probably maybe once or twice hasn't picked up a car that I can remember, and they are extremely reliable. If you can see that light's green, I can tell you right now there is no cars behind you. If it's red, it'll pick up the cars. It's that sensitive that if a car's got a trailer on it, it'll actually pick it up as 2 cars, one behind the other. And this is what I really love about this unit, because where I find it is absolutely brilliant is that you might have a bit of a head look back like that, and you see a car, and you might be going to turn right or changing lanes, and you will basically go, oh, is there another car coming? Is there another car coming? But with the Garmin Varia Radar, you can actually see those other cars because it gives you up to 5 cars. So then you can basically slow down and relax because you know you can't change lanes, you've got to wait. Whilst if you were just doing a head turn like this, you would only see the one car and you wouldn't know there's other traffic coming. So you would have to do another head check and another head check. And of course, everyone knows when you do a head check, you take your eyes off what's in front of you, and sometimes the bike does tend to move across the road. So there could be grills and potholes and that you could actually hit that you didn't see or didn't intend to hit. So this unit, I think it's something that is really good, and the backlight is a little bit heavier than a normal light, but the front, that little front thing you put on your handlebars, it's extremely light. It weighs nothing. It's almost like as if it's just a piece of plastic. So the weight it adds to your bike is really insignificant. And if you're using this instead of your light, it really hardly any weight at all. So I recommend them. I'm not a big fan of Garmin products in general. I've had a very good run with my V2 power meters and also my Garmin Varia Radar, but I did have some head units which really gave me some headaches. But this particular product that they've made, thumbs up, very good Garmin. Cheerio, thanks for popping in.